Hey everyone, Rarity Dash here, and it's time for another reaction request. If you have a video that you would like me to react to, check the description below. There's a link that'll take you to a Google document with all the relevant information. So today we've got another Angry Video Game Nerd video, and this time it's Robocop, specifically the Robocop NES games. So yeah, interesting. We got two Robocop videos 2 days in a row, but from different content creators. I don't know if the requester of this video saw that other video on my request list and just remembered that, hey, the nerd has a Robocop review as well, or if it's just some weird coincidence, but whatever the case, yeah, we got 2 days in a row discussing Robocop games. So this seems to be different Robocop games, because this is NES games, and that was a much later game. I think it was a 2003 Xbox game. And it was terrible, so I don't know if James has gotten to that one as well at some point. But Civi definitely did a good job of covering it. But yeah, the NES games, as I said in yesterday's video, if you didn't see it, I have seen the first Robocop movie. It's an all-time classic. Haven't seen anything beyond that point. And I wasn't even really aware that there were games. Definitely haven't played any of them. I mean, it figures that there would be, because it's an action movie franchise that that came out at the right time when they were making games based on just about anything. So of course they made Robocop games. And it's interesting how it's NES games. So we not only had a NES Robocop game, we had multiple NES Robocop games. So which makes sense. Like, I think that movie, it was late 80s, right? So, so that's like the perfect era for the NES, specifically. But yeah, don't know anything about these games. Very interested to learn and see what James thinks of them. Let's go ahead and get it started. Here we go. Oh, okay, that's an interesting topic. How are we going to relate this to Robocop?
It is probably a fake.
I mean, it's definitely it's urban legend if you don't know. Pretty cool story though.
Turn the video off right now.
RoboNerd Online. Nerd directives. Yeah, I mean, those are... He doesn't always beat the game, though. I have noticed that. Wow. Gotta love how he does the costumes. Like, he always, he always really goes all out.
Dead or alive.
There's
These
three of them?
games fucking suck.
Oh, for
and
each
of course,
movie, I
because
guess,
they're based
or...
on a great movie. You know, Robocop. Robocop, the story of Detroit police officer Alex Murphy, who's brutally executed and revived as a superhuman cyborg. The original Robocop is an ultra-violent sci-fi action film and was fucking awesome.
Yeah.
It spawned 2 film sequels and even a shitty television series. So of course, there had to be video games, especially on the NES. But with Nintendo, it always seemed like they were censoring stuff to make it more family-friendly. So how did an R-rated franchise get made into an NES game? Come to think of it, it's amazing that so many R-rated movies got turned into NES games.
Yeah, NES, I don't feel like there was quite as much
Dirty
regulation.
Harry. Yeah, maybe we'll get to that one
that
another
point.
time.
Okay, there's a Dirty Harry game? Another great movie.
So here we go. Level 1, Nash Street. Robocop's just walking down the street, punching everyone he sees, and they'll just run straight at him. If I saw a giant robot punching everyone in Detroit, I'd get as far away as possible.
I mean...
Oh, and that music. I hope you like the first 10 seconds of the Robocop
get out
movie
of
theme,
Detroit
because
anyway.
it's all you hear for the entire game. It's kind of like a weird techno remix. So a few seconds into the game, you hit your first major obstacle. What is it? Motorcycle men? No. Rabid dogs? No. Purple jump kicking guys? No. Flying machine guys? No. It's the stairs. These stairs are one of the most frustrating things.
Yeah.
Might as well be an enemy. Get on those fucking stairs! You have to be in the perfect spot or he just walks past them.
Wow.
He used them fine in the movie. It was Ed 209 that had the problem with the stairs.
That's a good point.
Also, Robocop doesn't jump. Well, at least that means there's no shitty platforming. So after punching and shooting most of Detroit, you hit the first boss. A giant red mutant man wearing boots and no pants. You just punch him over and over. Yeah, punch him, punch him, punch him!
Interesting how he's just
police
punching.
Work there, Officer Murphy.
Usually,
after you beat the level, Robocop
he
flaps his guns at you. Blah, 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 blah. Why does Robocop look like such an idiot? Blah, 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 blah. In level 2, you have to save the mayor at City Hall. The Red Mutant Man is in this level too, but now he's blue and he's just a normal enemy, not a boss. I guess he got a demotion after you kicked his ass.
Wow.
Fight your way upstairs to save the mayor. Just shoot the guy when the mayor ducks.
Okay, I guess
most of the time you'll end up shooting the mayor and not the bad guy. It requires perfect timing. After a few hits, the boss lets go of the mayor. Shoot him a few more times and he freaks out and flaps around dead. Now onto Clarence Boddicker's drug warehouse. When you finally reach him, he just runs away and sends a bunch of enemies to kill you, which are way smaller than everything else in the game. Now onto the OCP building. Besides the usual suicidal henchmen, you find red spider robots, ceiling lasers, giant farting gas guns, and good old Ed 209. And it's like the size of a T-Rex. It's huge. The junkyard level is a clusterfuck of bad
to make
guys.
it a bit bigger.
There's dudes everywhere trying to fuck you up. At the end is the final showdown with Clarence. This is so far the most annoying boss in the game. You have to dodge steel beams and Clarence's Cobra gun. But once you beat him, you arrest him? I thought Robocop stabbed him in the throat. I guess they couldn't put that in an NES game for kids. Finally, on to level 6. You're back at OCP, which has a giant conveyor belt from the Jetsons in the beginning. You gotta punch your way through barrels and watch out for them flying machine guys, all while the ground moves you backwards. Oh, and you gotta hurry because there's no power-ups in this level. You gotta rush through the beginning, fight a bunch of robots, fight another giant fart gun, and get to Ed 209 as quickly as you can, or you'll run out of time. This part is a frustrating mess, but once it's over, Dick Jones gets fired and you shoot the fuck out of him. The credits music is just weird. It sounds like carnival music.
Yeah, that's an interesting
choice. Is Robocop gonna celebrate at the fucking carnival tonight? Well, anyway,
he's earned
it, and I have to do my duty to protect the innocent from shitty games. Okay, Robocop 2. Wait a minute, what's Robocop so mad about? Oh my gosh, he's shooting all over the place. How many bullets does that gun have? Man, let me tell you, if you thought Robocop 1 was frustrating, get ready. Robocop 2 is an endurance test.
Okay.
Test. From the very start, you'll be struggling against the game's slippery-ass controls. It's like someone covered Detroit in oil. Or I guess they took Motor City a bit too literal. In each level, you have to arrest certain bad guys, save hostages, and collect brains. On top of that, you have to destroy 60% of the nuke. In the movie, nuke is the name of an addictive drug. Nuke is so bad, it's like shooting dart frog poison into your dick, only to have a venomous snake suck it out and then shoot it back into your eyeballs. This game barely follows the movie. It's an acid trip. It's a mishmash of colors and ridiculous platform jumping. Most of the enemies and hazards kill
doesn't
Robocop
seem very
in only
realistic.
one hit. Thankfully, there's infinite continues because otherwise you'll never beat it. Robocop should be blasting drug dealers and robot machines, slamming into them with this black Ford Taurus, not making these delicately planned jumps like Mario or one of those assholes. Oh, look at this shit. Everything in the level kills you. There's platforms that move at the speed of light, and you gotta make sure to get enough hostages and nuke, or else you have to repeat it. On level 8, you fight Kane, and he looks just like the movie, wearing a top hat and shooting electric eels out of a bazooka. After enough shots, you get to punch him to death. But make sure not to get hit. Your health drains here automatically, so if you're already damaged, you'll die. After you finally beat Kane, it's more platforming. I swear, every level is nothing but trial and error. Every time you make it an inch farther, something kills you. In this level, a weird rocket hits you, drags you through the entire level, and you die. Why not just kill me? You have to make me fly through the whole level too? God damn, this game just fucking hates me. Somehow, after hours of misery, I make it to the final boss, Robocop 2. You're always facing forward and you just have to shoot the shit out of him. But guess what? You gotta kill him 3 times. 3 fucking times! The first time you just have to shoot him. He has a set pattern though. Once you learn it, it's lights out. He topples over and crashes through the floor below, and Robocop follows it down. Oh yeah, I definitely prefer to read that instead of see it.
Yeah, that's a bit lazy.
This time you can only shoot him in the legs. If you accidentally shoot his body, your bullets bounce back and hurt you. Again, learn the pattern and give him what's what. Okay, here we go. Final round. This is it. Oh, come on. I'm gonna fuck you, Robocop 2. Come on. Come on. Ah, yeah. Look at that beautiful end screen. I gotta say, it feels good to be done with this one. Well, that's Robocop 2. Kind of follows the movie. But that's it for me. I'm done playing these games.
I mean, there was one more, wasn't there?
I'm done. No more. Must play shitty games. I must continue. Somewhere there is a crime happening. And that crime is Robocop 3. The worst movie of the bunch, and probably the worst game of the bunch, too. Well, actually, this music is pretty awesome. Yeah, listen to that. Yeah, but the start screen is pretty goofy. When the hell did the girl have a machine gun in the movie? I thought she just used computers. Oh, whatever, it doesn't matter. Let's just get into it. So the game is pretty much the same as the others. Walk through streets, shoot punks, and fight bosses. Visually, Robocop 3 looks better than any of the others, but the gameplay? Not too exciting. Robocop moves as slow as shit coming out of a goose's asshole, and his bullets move even slower. Oh, and don't you love how the enemy bullets fly across the screen while Robocop's just crawl? In between levels, you have to repair damage to Robocop. Yeah, just listen to that music. This game has some pretty rockin' tunes, if only they spent that much effort on the actual gameplay. Oh, the platforming in this game is fuck. Every jump Robocop makes is just barely reaching. Most of the time I fall in the acid, which kills you way too fast. Look at that, I'm barely on the platform. Robocop must be on his tippy toes. The first boss is one of the ninjas from the movie, but he looks more like Ryo from Ninja Gaiden. He jumps around like an asshole until you kill him. Level 3 and 4 are the same exact level. The only difference is that level 4 is backwards. In level 3, you get the infamous jetpack from the movie, which sucks balls. Imagine that. Level 4, I guess you're out of gas, so Robocop has to hoof it on foot. Then you fight Ed 209. He's real easy and can't hit you if you're on the platform.
Wow.
Unfortunately, you're on the last level. All you gotta do is avoid Scorpion and Sub-Zero and just go to this console. Once all the numbers show up, the two ninjas slice each other's heads off. Oh, whatever, I don't care. I'm done. You know, it wasn't that bad. I'd buy that for $1. No more, though. Anyway, now that I've played all those, my nerd directives have been cleared.
Always gotta find more.
Oh shit, I'm out of fuel!
Oh no. Well, I mean, at least you're a robot, so you might survive that.
Just a heads up for fans of physical media who want to collect Angry Video Game Nerd episodes on Blu-ray, we now have 4 volumes on Blu-ray containing 147 episodes up to Game Boy accessories. Volume 1, known as AVGN X, crams in the first 100 episodes, plus bonus features on 2 discs. X2 continues where it left off with episodes 101 to 114, plus bonus features on 2 discs. The episodes are fewer because that's when they start shooting in HD, so they're presented in their full quality. X3 contains episodes 115 to 140, plus bonus features on 2 discs. Volume 4, Ready for Revenge, is brand new with episodes 141 to 147, plus new bonus features on 1 disc. Also, there's AVGN The Movie Blu-ray in surround sound with over 10 hours of bonus features, all on 1 disc, which I had no idea was even possible. There's also James and Mike Monday's Blu-ray with 20 select episodes on 1 disc, and Board James The Complete Series on Blu-ray, plus bonus features on 1 disc. Also, if you're looking for the DVD format, we still have the first 9 DVD volumes of AVGN, which goes up to episode 139. These are all region-free and shipped worldwide. Go to store.screenwavemedia.com.
All right. Anything at the end? Any kind of stinger? Doesn't look like it. Okay. Well, that was another good episode. And those games, those Robocop games, I mean, they don't look as bad to me as as the Xbox One.
Maroon Kai.
Like, I mean, they look just very much like games of the time. And they look like frustrating in the way that you would expect games of that time to be. They don't look particularly notable or noteworthy, but, I mean, I think I've seen worse. Let's just say. But, yeah, still a very entertaining review. I always enjoy how James presents it. And, I mean, the way he commits to, like, doing the costumes and everything, that's always a lot of fun. And this one, I definitely feel like probably more work had to be put into this costume than a lot of them, just because of how elaborate it was. So, definitely a lot of respect there. Very good video. Don't have too much else to say about it, though. Hope you guys liked the reaction. Let me know if you did, and see you in the next one.